Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's over the middle. He finds Naylor. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. You look at this Eagle defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Throwing is McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. But the Vikings hit a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go. But sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. To the air with McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. They set up the screen for Henry. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams...
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jalen Naylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings moving away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
63.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
The quick slant, good for a 1st down, a gain of 12. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Here's McCarthy. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A first down carry for Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now McCarthy. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. A gain there of 21 yards.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
This will go to Henry out wide. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So backed up to the 6 now, 3rd and goal. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. He'll try and do this, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. J.J. McCarthy with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Hurts sets up to throw it. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Sack by Andrew Van Ginkel. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And here's Rodgers on the return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Looking to throw McCarthy. And this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. McCarthy off the play fake. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Third down and 1. Back to throw. McCarthy. And he is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go. Cowboy 18. Cowboy 80.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, now McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough,
and this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Throw left side complete. That's Patrick. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Great. 63.
Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Loose inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hey, Silver. Out.
Hurts. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. They'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Back to throw again. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
46-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Naylor. He's got it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the
touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Eric Wilson.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a... Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Hurts with throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's got it. The try for two is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal.
21. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing is McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's going deep for Bateman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. And here's Ryan Wright now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. A first down carry for Barkley. He'll take this to the 46. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Man, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. So he stopped for no gain. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now he's going to step up and run. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From
the shotgun, McCarthy. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. To the air with McCarthy. That one complete to Naylor. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. That's to Naylor once again. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
60, back, Dragon 60. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Here's McCarthy. Touchdown! Jordan Anderson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Hey, 73, 73. Crowd left Yeti.
Throwing is Hurts. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jonathan Bernard able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Dotson. He's got him. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line.
And an Eagles
63.
a gain of 22 yards.
Barkley, inside handoff. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7.
Bishop on the start. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Crowd left Yeti.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
73.
Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Tim Patrick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Vikings 28. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
70 Lions.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. They'll come up now on second down. Now McCarthy. Now he'll tap this and run. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
14-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He's back to throw. Now a run here, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jalen Phillips in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Now this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
A
big play needed, no doubt. Third and long.
Here we go, Shaq. Come my team. Cowboy Eagles.
Back to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Shut up. 19 tight. 60 Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
Second and goal.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here now, second and goal.
Let's go. Dragon 60. 7, 19, right here.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Buffalo 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. 19 Lion.
Third and goal, McCarthy. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Up. On anyone up. Tiger Hornet. 73. 73. Delta.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here's second down.
Don't touch up. 63, 60. On anyone up. Don't touch up.
They'll drop to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone.
First down.
Here's 1st and 10.
42-yard line.
Great. Set. On anyone up. Count up Yenny. There. Delta.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Vikings, They remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.